Thank you. I know why I come here to get this very the video and the picture of this very blessing from the God in heavens that created the land of Biafra. As blessed as our land is, you can see you can see the sun going down. Let me just show people, you know, when we tell them about who we are, they tell us about oil. These are foolish idiots. We tell you about Biafra, you tell us about oil, crude oil, a rubbish something. Can you see the sun going down? This is our land though. Then look at if in one piece of land, do you know how many things you see there? Look at the bamboo. You can see bamboo tree, you can see palm tree, you can see melina, you can see they have removed their. Thank you. I know why I come here to get this very the video and the picture of this very blessing from the God in heavens that created the land of Biafra. As blessed as our land is, you can see you can see the sun going down. Let me just show people, you know, when we tell them about who we are, they tell us about oil. These are foolish idiots. We tell you about Biafra, you tell us about oil, crude oil, a rubbish something. Can you see the sun going down? This is our land though. Then look at if in one piece of land, do you know how many things you see there? Look at the bamboo. You can see bamboo tree, you can see palm tree, you can see melina, you can see they have removed their distance here. They planted granite here. It was removed. Then let us just go. I remember the fearless Ipob evangelist, Mazi Maduabuchi. I am from Ndiabo. You can be seeing palm tree. Ndiabo is na Ninri. Aninri is a local government in Ojiriva province, Biafra land. I want people to understand who we are. Then look at it. Can somebody come and tell you about crude oil? These are palm trees. Palm tree, palm tree, palm tree. Can you understand? Look at it. Tell me anything that you can get from crude oil that is greater than this. Okay, look at this place. They have, this is cassava. This is palm tree. This is beside a stream. Okay, look at where they removed rice. Let me just show you. You know, when we tell them that we are not fighting for what they are fighting for in our land, but we are fighting to restore who we are in the fullness. Look at dry season. We are still okay. Look at potato. Here they planted potato. Look at cassava. They have removed yam. They also planted yam here. Look at the stick they used to hold the yam, right? Then look at bamboo tree. No, I want to show people blessing before you tell me about crude oil. This palm tree, nobody planted it in this place. These palm trees, nobody planted them. It will just be germinating by itself, right? When the seed falls down and it will germinate. It is your duty to come and be removing ones that is not in a good position. So let us move to those enemies of Biafra, right? This is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. This is the reason why Nigeria hates us. This is the reason why the British is sponsoring the killings of Biafrans. Because of this fertile land. This is why Fulani is pushing their people to take over our land. Enviness, envy, hatred. They hate us. That was why they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why they have been disobeying court order. Because Nnamdi Kanu was sent by God to secure the land of Biafra. To secure it and to secure the people in Biafra land. This is why we launched ESN, because Fulani and Nigerian government and the British and some other world powers that are after our crude oil, they are supporting the killings of Biafrans. They are supporting the desolation of our land. They are sponsoring it. But we are not the people that put ourselves in this part of the world. It was our God that created it. The same way with others that are in their own country. We have not come to kill them and take over their land. Why are they plotting Fulani? Why are they plotting terrorists to take over our land? Mazi Nnamdi was kidnapped because he said that Fulani can never take our land. He said that thing they did to the Hausa people, you cannot do it here. Though you use Ohanese, though you use the politicians, but you cannot achieve it. Because not in the time of IPOB, not when Nnamdi Kanu is here, not when IPOB is here. Look at where they remove rice. Look at it. Look at the rice. Look at the rice. Rice. Look at where they remove rice. Right? This is where they planted rice. So this is the land. Everything, you can plant anything. You plant groundnut here. You can plant rice. You can plant cassava. You can plant yam. You can plant cocoyam. You can, this one is potato. Any type, anything you want to plant here, you can plant. Because in this very piece of land, you can see melina, you can see bamboo tree, you can see palm tree, you can anything. This is that is why if you tell me they are looking for Biafra because of oil, I say you're a fool. God will punish you and the oil. Mad idiots. We are not even talking about the human resources. So I am just showing you the little thing that look at this palm tree. Nobody planted them. Nobody. You'll be looking at it, it will grow. Nobody planted them. Then we're asking the British, why can't you take the crude oil and allow us to go and rest? Why? Why have you decided to kill us? Imagine when God want to expose the British. He allowed Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, to be kidnapped in a foreign land, Kenya. Do you know what God did to the British? You know, the British have been trying their best to deny that they are not doing Biafra any harm, that they are standing neutral, you know. But when God wants to destroy them, God just presented Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB. Now, they have been denying, you know, in all the truth that Nnamdi Kanu have been saying. Then God wants to expose the British. You know, they think they are clever. Your wisdom and your knowledge, you know, God created you. When God wants to foil your stupidity, you will know that thing you call wiseness is become stupidity. God allowed Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, to be kidnapped to see if the British can do something. They would have proven Nnamdi Kanu wrong, that the British is not after our land, that the British is not sponsoring our killings. It is an opportunity for the British to prove Nnamdi Kanu wrong, to prove IPOB wrong, to show that they are not against Biafra, that they love Nigeria. How can a British citizen, Nnamdi Kanu, be extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, and the British is quiet? Earlier, the very wicked woman, short woman, Katrina Line, said that they gave consular assistance, right? But the DSS rejected it. Imagine Katrina Line, the British that trained DSS. You train DSS, and you equip DSS, and you are sponsoring DSS, and you are the DSS intelligence, the British now. So you now give consular assistance to a British citizen, and the DSS that you trained and you are equipping, you are lecturing every day, will now reject your consular assistance to your citizen. Meaning what? Katrina Line. Do you see where God exposed all of you? Now let us come back to your government, because we can remember Boris Johnson when he was with the foreigner that is ruling Nigeria. They call him Buhari, Nigerian president. He's a foreigner because Nnamdi Kanu said that Buhari is dead, and that if found out that Buhari is alive, that he will abandon Biafra and submit himself for life jail. So if Nnamdi Kanu can be in Nigerian DSS, in the house of the so-called president, in detention for a year plus, right? And the Buhari cannot prove himself right, that Nnamdi Kanu is lying, that he is alive, so that Nnamdi Kanu will stop agitation and submit himself for life jail. Rather, they are disobeying court order. Now, the implications of disobeying court order and the better he proved to the world, now that Nnamdi Kanu is that he is alive, which one will be beneficiary to Nigeria? I'm asking you. What they have just committed, or do they think they will go free? Only idiot will think you are fighting with IPOB. You will commit extraordinary rendition against them and you go free. Only a fool will think so. Then, is it not better that Buhari proved that he's alive, so that Nnamdi Kanu will stop agitation and submit himself for life jail? Is it not better, instead of disobeying court order, instead of dragging him to court? Because Boris Johnson asked Buhari what is holding in Nnamdi Kanu. That's what led me to that place. He said that he said awful things against Nigeria and that he defended himself in court. But that court Nnamdi Kanu have defended himself and defeated them. Now, Kaduna line cannot refer back to what their president that we know that is dead. If he's alive, he should challenge Nnamdi Kanu. He's in DSS, not in London. So Buhari is dead. If the man who say he's dead with them for a year plus, so you are free to arrest me. I can still go there and tell you he's dead, and I will tell you my stand. Nnamdi Kanu that said it is here. You cannot challenge him. You are telling me you are alive. It's a lie. You cannot say I'm a thief. I'm a thief when I meet you in the presence of people that you have been telling that I'm a thief. Then you cannot prove it that you are not this man is a thief. So I will hide when you have been giving me allegation that I'm a thief. I will come hide when I see you. No, now I will hold you to prove it to the world how I become a thief. So if they cannot prove it, now Nnamdi Kanu say Buhari is dead, completely dead and buried in Saudi Arabia, as was said by Nnamdi Kanu. These very resources they are spending for a year plus now to fight Nnamdi Kanu, will they spend such resources and bad image when the Buhari prove that he's alive and then Nnamdi Kanu will drop Biafra agitation and submit himself for life jail? It's a very simple matter. So this is a very serious stand that people should stand on and say, if Buhari and their government and Nigeria can be fighting IPOB and they fighting Nnamdi Kanu in this manner, is it not better that Buhari challenging Nnamdi Kanu? Because Nnamdi Kanu have dropped a challenge. If prove that Buhari is alive, if Buhari proves to me and to the world that he's alive, I will drop Biafra agitation and I will submit myself for life jail. What else do human beings on earth need? Instead of them, these Nigerians, to confront their government or their president with this, instead of them hating IPOB or hating Nnamdi Kanu, they brought PVC, they brought P2B, they brought Atiku, they brought Tinubu. Are you mad? So you want to conduct an election with that very bad image. So you want to Buhari to leave office and leave Nigeria in that image that about 3 impostors have ruled Nigeria. Is it not better you persuade your government to prove and prove Nnamdi Kanu wrong and make sure that the image of Nigeria come back to life? So that is why Nnamdi Kanu say you are a monkey or a baboon. Hence you are in Nigeria. Do you know why? They are better to belong to Nigeria that somebody presented forensic evidences challenging the president that is dead. So the Nigerians can be comfortable with that image. They think that if Buhari leave, if the tenure of Buhari finishes, that because Buhari is not leaving office, Buhari have died long ago. So if the tenure of Buhari finishes, so that the issue of Jubilee and the what is it called? What is the other Yusuf Mohammed? so the issue will go. No, the image has been there. So if they say they are intellectuals or they went to school, why do they want the Buhari to leave Nigeria in that image and leave office? That their president died. So is it not better for them to press them to prove it is remaining 2 months? Is it not better for Buhari to challenge Nnamdi Kanu? All these resources and the enemies you are creating against Nnamdi Kanu, when you prove that you are alive, Nnamdi Kanu will drop Biafra. Then you will not spend those resources. Then Nnamdi Kanu will submit himself for life jail. Then you will not be disobeying court order, because he will submit himself. So to prove more, I said that God did it to destroy British, because Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. So he allowed them to be disobeying, even short to overlook Nnamdi Kanu. That is exposition by God. Because they have been proving to the world that they are not doing Biafra anything since IPOB have been shouting. But now that they denied Nnamdi Kanu his British citizenship rights, I am showing the British so that there will be more envy. Fulani, begin to arrange yourself. This is one part of Biafra land. Look at fertile land. This is the dry season. I know why I'm showing them. So that those idiots that used to tell us about oil, these are foolish idiots. How many palm trees are in those lands where you have crude oil? Those places that have, those riverine area, they have crude oil. Show me how many palm trees there. Do you have food? Do you have anything? This is a land. They plant rice here. Everything is here. Melana is here. Right. Look at potato. Look at cassava. Look. Everything is here. Everything. In our car oil. God will punish human being and they telling me about oil. Which oil is greater than these things? Look at palm tree. They get up by itself. Nobody planted it. Look at the small one growing. Look at how they grow. Look at it. Look at these things. So I am challenging the British who have been hoping on oil. I am addressing them. Thank you. Our people are joining. Chineke mere m ebere. I remain the fearless IPOB evangelist. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we move. It's a very serious challenge. Can somebody, this very message, can you send it to them? Those are shouting, hey, PVC, hey, PVC. Your PVC you are shouting is against IPOB. And then Nnamdi Kanu. That is enmity. Not that you love Nigeria. Just that you hate Nnamdi Kanu, you hate agitation. But the agitation is not harming you. Then let us come back to your brain. Do you think you have a nation? Now, if you want to save the image of your country, why can't you protest to your government and say, President, are you trying to leave office with this very bad image that you are dead? When the man that said it is there with you in detention, are you trying to leave office? Why can't you go and challenge Nnamdi Kanu now that he's in your custody? He's no longer in London. Now you can challenge him and say, okay, prove to the world how I am dead. Then if Nnamdi Kanu could not prove it, then Nnamdi Kanu will drop Biafra agitation. He will quit. He said, I will quit. Then I'll submit myself for life jail. Then ask yourself, if Buhari is alive, why are they disobeying court order when they know that Nnamdi Kanu will submit himself for life jail if Buhari proves that he's alive? Now, why are they fighting IPOB when they know that if they prove that Buhari is alive, then Nnamdi Kanu will drop Biafra agitation? Do you see how we hold them? Very serious argument. Can you challenge us? The man who said you are dead is dead now. Oh, so you are an intellectual. Okay, so Nigeria can be with this image. So you are comfortable with the image. As far as they will fight IPOB with election. So you are comfortable with the image that a Sudanese have ruled you. That somebody from Niger Republic also have ruled you. Right? Anybody have ruled you. So you are comfortable with it because Nnamdi Kanu said it. Imagine foolish idiot. So Nnamdi Kanu say your president is dead and you hate Nnamdi Kanu. Instead of you confronting your president, so you believe that after election the image will become okay. That is why I believe in Nnamdi Kanu. He said, hence you're a Nigerian, you're either a monkey or a baboon. Tell me a country in the world that will manage that tarnishing of image. Tell me a country of the world that will be managing it, trying to conduct election with the image that the impostor have ruled you. Then you want to conduct election Instead of you to protest and tell your president, we have endured this. Do not allow this country to be with this image before you go out. Challenging Nnamdi Kanu. A very simple something. You are bribing the world. The world you are bribing, they knew that there is a challenge Nnamdi Kanu kept. He said, if proven that Buhari is alive, I will drop Biafra agitation. I will quit. Then I will submit myself for life jail. Then I ask those that are hating Nnamdi Kanu, why are you hating him? Why do you hate him? Why do you hate IPOB? When you know that there is a simple way to fight him, tell Buhari to challenge Nnamdi Kanu now that he's there. Prove that you are alive. Let Nnamdi Kanu drop Biafra agitation. Very simple something. Facebook, you are welcome, Facebook. Attack it more. Attack. Remove. Continue removing. Thank you. I mentioned here. So because I mentioned British, you have arrived, Facebook. So you want me to be cooking good food for our enemies. Imagine. So Facebook, let me ask you, Mark Zuckerberg, in your land in Germany, wherever you came from, look at where we remove rice. Look at it. Look at it. They cut it. They used to use knife and cut it. Rice. Look at palm tree. Mark Zuckerberg. Look at palm tree. We don't plant it. Look at melina. Look at melina tree. Look at it. Now, look at bamboo. Bamboo tree. Can you see it there? Then look at potato. Mark Zuckerberg. After showing you, you answer me. Then look at cassava. They have removed yam. Look at this thing of the yam. Now I ask you, look at the rice. They removed the rice. Look at. I'm asking you. So in your Germany, in your land in Germany, why you know you are attacking Biafra because we are using your platform. So in your land, can you get one piece of land that you have all these things in one piece of land in Germany? Then I ask you, don't you see our people in the country where you came from? Wherever you came from, whether Germany or what, that country you came from, don't you see Biafrans there suffering? Now imagine the people that have this kind of blessing. We are not talking about crude oil. This is just few things that we see in a farm. It is so everywhere. Just look far. Everywhere. You will see everywhere. You will see far. The same palm tree, the same everything. Now, how can people that have this kind of thing be in Germany or any part of the world doing that kind of job that we are doing, even to manage? And still, after they pay us salary, they will be looking a way to put us in jail or to deport us. But look at the kind of thing we have. Then ask yourself, why did we leave these things and we are suffering in Europe, Asia, America, different part of the world? Why? Because our land is under siege. Then can't you mercy for us? We are using your platform to show the world. We are not shooting gun, to show the world what we are passing through. Imagine people with this kind of blessing in different parts of the world. How many countries will have this thing and they will not, their people will scatter? But we have this thing. The British took it away from us, handed it to Fulani foreigners. Malami is from Niger Republic, Attorney General of Nigeria. Then how can he obey court order under the Constitution of Nigeria? These are the things we are suffering because they want to take over Nigeria. So he is the Attorney General of Fulani, but unfortunately, he was appointed to be Attorney General of the Federation. The Federation they use there is Nigeria. But when you see his attitude on the Nigerian Constitution, you have to remove, thank you, Facebook, continue removing. You have to remove the Federation and put it Fulani because he does not obey court order. Thank you. We move. Facebook, thank you. Continue. Kaila Maduni. We cannot cook good food for them. Oh. It's impossible. So, okay, you want us to promote them? No way. So we move. Can you see the challenges we are presenting before Nigerians? Do you see why they fell with their PVC? After PVC, they jump, even priests, even bishop, they jump into PVC. They did all kind of things, everything, even some stop people from coming inside church. Then celebrities and all those ones, they said, don't follow me. Yeah, if you are my follower, you must get your PVC. Did you understand? These people did not draw the attention of the government and their fellow celebrity and their fellow bishops and their fellow pastors that their president is dead. That somebody said their president is dead. So should we campaign for PVC first? Or should we protest and tell the government, the president, to prove this man wrong, that he is alive, now that this Nnamdi Kanu is in detention? Is it not a very big... I have informed the Nigerians, I have preached this. Last I said, it is time to fight Nnamdi Kanu. Not with propaganda, not with any type of forgery or something, or enmity or hatred. No. When you want to challenge him, you will tell the government, now Nnamdi Kanu is in your custody. Please prove to the world that you are alive. So that Nnamdi Kanu will drop Biafra agitation. That was his promise. But do you know that no Nigerian told their president? No one, because it is connected to Biafra or Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, they choose and organize both pastors and priests. They said, let us use PVC and convince the world that we are not dying, that we are living with Fulani. Because what the priests are proving by campaigning for PVC and campaigning for elections, which they campaigned in 2014, and they were asking for change. The change came. They did not defend the citizens that Fulanis are killing. Now, they are now telling you about New Nigeria, as if what they were... how can Nigeria that aspire become new without being on round table? Do you see what people call themselves intellectuals? Hey, he's a reverend father. He went to school and said, you are a fool. You are a fool. You call for PVC to make a new Nigeria, a better Nigeria. How can... go and bring your old clothes that have been old, that even if you wash it, it will be tearing. Then bring it and make it good. Bring it now. So you can continue a Nigeria with the PVC. When the amalgamation agreement said they must come together on a table and agree if they will continue. So are you telling me that you can read what happened in Rome, Bishop? You read what happened in Thessalonica, Ephesians. After reading it, you don't know what Nigerian constitution said. But what you are reading is older. What you are reading from the Bible is older than the Nigerian amalgamation. Let me go to amalgamation. Then I ask you, when Jesus came and when Peter and Paul, all this their evangelism, and the Nigerian amalgamation agreement, which one is older? Do you see that the Bible story is older than the Nigerian amalgamation? Then how come you know what happened in Rome, how Paul did, even what happened during the Israelites, but you are telling the world that you don't know that the agreement of Nigeria said it will last 100 years. Then the bishop is a liar. Then the bishop and the pastor, priest, why show us evidence where you have gathered people or where you have campaigned for round table? You saw Ipob asking for referendum because we are always the victim of the Nigeria. You are campaigning for the PVC. Now, instead of you to channel the government on what you are reading from the Bible, because Genesis chapter 13 said that their substance grew high, that the land could not be able to bear them. And there was a strife between Abraham's herdsmen's cattle and Lot's herdsmen's cattle. And Abraham said to Lot, let there be no strife between me and thee, between thy herdsmen's cattle and my herdsmen's cattle, for we are brethren. Then it did not stop there. Abraham said, is not the whole land before thee? It's either you choose the right, you go to the left, or you go to the right. Did you understand? Now, if these bishops can read these things, they think that you can use PVC and the election to arrange it. When even Abraham, that God gave the land, that he came with Lot. Lot was, Abraham was Lot's uncle. So Lot have nothing to do with that land. The land was given to Abraham. But Abraham said, take one part and let me be one. So if this kind of thing can happen, why is it that the pastors cannot preach it? They will be preaching PVC and the new Nigeria and the election. And they bringing politicians into the church to promote them and pray for them. To continue in an expired Nigeria. Upon the expired Nigeria, their president is dead. Since 2017. They saw the man Nnamdi Kanu with every challenge he presented, every evidence he presented, and a very big challenge that if proven that Buhari is alive, I will drop Biafra and I will submit myself for life jail. This is a man asking for referendum. Then ask yourself, why have the bishops have not channeled their campaign on this, telling their president, they said Buhari, to not leave Nigeria in this very bad image and leave office? No, they concluded that let us do maga and do election, then we'll forget the issue of Buhari. That is what makes them black man. That is why they work for God. Ordinary people pay them salary. They are working for God though, but you are the ordinary person that will pay them salary. That is why they always promote evil. How can you tell us to continue with Nigeria through election when you know that it is an extra 8 years since the amalgamation agreement have expired, 100 years? Then upon the 8 years, it didn't work well. Fulani have been killing people. The same bishops campaigned for Buhari. They did not come up and defend the communities when Fulani was killing them. The same people is today telling you about new Nigeria. What about the one they brought, the change they brought? They brought Fulani. They never defended us. But they will tell us where Elijah challenged the prophet of Baal. They will tell us where Apostle Paul challenged the people. They will tell us where Peter stood up and they speak. But these people can never speak. They will tell us how John the Baptist went and told Herod, why are you sleeping with your late brother's wife? But they cannot say it, you. They cannot challenge the government. As Jesus was standing and said, according to what was written there in the Bible, woe to the scribes, woe to the Pharisees, woe to the hypocrites, woe to the Sadducees, woe to the, what are their names? Right? These people cannot say it. Rather, Uzodema hope, Uzodema after killing, he will go to church, they will pray for him. These things are connected to the British plan. That is why in Nigeria they have can. But the can is like they are in the can. They don't exist. But you can be hearing Muslim cleric, Muslim this, Muslim that, Muslim that. You cannot hear the can because Fulani have taken over. Fulani will appoint a can president. Though you tell us that it was Khan, no, it was official that appointed them. Those officials was bribed by the Fulani to pick so person. Fulani appointed Obiozo to be Ohaneze Ndigbo. So these are the things we are presenting to Nigerians. Those that are fronting election, those that are presenting the unpresentable, right? We are asking them, do you have anything to challenge Nnamdi Kanu with at its stand now? When we were asking for free Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Some of you were saying, but the case is in court now. But the case is in court. They should cool down. IPOB should cool down. The case is in court as if we were doing anything. Did you understand? That's when they were building the grant. So that when they start using criminality, they will say it's IPOB. That's when they were shouting. So they torture their people. Why are they doing this? When they were calling people they organized to be saying, but they are torturing their people. You don't know that it is their agenda to torture you with the criminals. Today now, Nnamdi Kanu have been patient with Nigeria upon the court delay, upon everything they do, until we have defeated Nigeria in their own courts, not a court. This 2022, Umuahia verdict. Facebook will continue. This is a fertile land of Biafra land. On a mega annual, remove people now. This is our land. This is dry season, but you can see it. Our land. If you like, you die. If you like, you be alive for seeing good. I'm not showing you crude oil. Why must I show you crude oil? What are we doing with oil? Just imagine, just look at what when you see us in Germany, you'll be trying to deal with us. Do you have these things? You see us in Portugal, you see us in France, you'll be pursuing us. I'm asking you, can't you ask yourself, why do they leave these things and they are doing this kind of job in our country? Then after asking yourself why, then you now come to your senses to know that something caused it. Something brought to it to leave this thing and come to be working very useless work in outside country. You know that something is wrong. Then why are you attacking us when we are trying to present what is happening in our land through your platform, through Facebook? Why? If we are videoing when we are shooting gun, then you can attack it. Not when we are explaining and challenging Nigerians with the facts, not with the gun. Buhari is dead. If you arrest me, I've told DSS, if you arrest me, no, you cannot arrest me, you can only kidnap me. How can foreign security arrest me in my land? Who gave them permit? You can only kidnap me or abduct me. So when you kidnap me or abduct me, I will still say the same thing. Because I cannot be saying you are a thief until the day I see you. Even in the presence of the people, you say I'm a thief. And I cannot challenge you to prove it now. Then I am a thief. So if Nnamdi Kanu is there and Buhari cannot prove that he is alive, then Buhari is dead. So, and the Nigerians should know that their president is dead. And the impostors have been ruling them. Then I ask Nigerians, how do you want us to continue with this rubbish? No, how do we continue? How do we continue? Even some divorcees, both to men and the women, they are telling us they want one Nigeria. They have divorced too. Did you see how hypocritical people are? A woman that have left her husband is doing one Nigeria, challenging IPOB. Why are you not living with your husband now? Why did you run away? The man who left his wife and they telling us one Nigeria. Why, if you can separate with your wife, even illegally, not even legal, illegally, everybody just go, right? So you can do it and succeed, but the very marriage we were not consulted to have, called Nigeria, we have been patient until it expired. This one have expired date. Your own marriage that you separated have no expiring date. Some of you went to court, some of you divided, just go. Some of you just run out and run to a man. And when we talk about Biafra, you say, no, you leave up. But you have left your husband. You want us to continue with Nigeria. In the same marriage, you have rejected your own. The man also who left his wife have also practiced freedom, practice separation, right? Practice disintegration. So how come when we talk about disintegration, a divorcee will come in and start talking rubbish? A divorcee? Are you mad? You take your mouth away from what you are. You have to support the vision. Do you know that divorcees, both men and women, they are the people that are supposed to be number one in supporting Biafra? So anybody that have separated from his husband or from her husband or his wife, right? If you see the person fighting people that want freedom, you call the person a fool. Because she or he wasn't comfortable with the marriage, they left. Then, some of them that will tell you, when Biafra come, you will suffer. You ask him, are you living with your family, your parents? You say, no, I'm living with my family. I'm living with my family. I'm living on my own. You call him a thief. Do you know why? This person could be able to leave his mother and his father and go and rent a house to live. That is practicing of freedom. And he is telling you that if you become free from serving your master, that you will suffer, that you will start paying house rent. You will start, if they're having burial, they will give you bill to pay. You will start contributing in the village. So your master you are serving, is that your master not living in a house? So other masters can be a master and succeed. Then if I have Biafra and become a master, become independent, I will suffer. Don't you know that Oga is Oga? A master can come back at 10 p.m. and sleep. A servant that even serving a big man, a rich man, can come back by 7 p.m. They will still beat him because he's still serving. So we don't care about the wealth or what we have. What we care is if the policeman that killed my brother is Eze, and the Eze is from Ogu, or from Ndiabo, or from Ihube. We will go to Ihube. There's a place. We know that Eze from Ihube or Eze from Omahia killed my brother Nnamdi. Not Danladi or Mustafa from Niger Republic or Burkina Faso will come and shoot me here. And if you go and you will say, we'll catch him, we'll apprehend him. The idiot will return to Zamfara. After 6 months, they will send him back to Nsoka and he become AC in one station. From AC, they will make him DPO. They will remove the DPO there. He will become, the AC will now become the DPO. This is his payment. That is his reward for killing you. So that is why we say we want to be freed. So that if the person that killed me is from here, we will go there and ask him, why do you kill me? Did you understand? And the court will be in our hand, not in the hand of Fulani. So you tell me that if I become freed, I will suffer. But you are not living with your mother and your father. Okay, if you don't want us to be free, then you have to take your family, both you and your children, go back to your parents' house. Then start depending on your parents. If your children want to chop biscuit, ask them. No, you don't want us to practice freedom. So if I become freed, I will suffer. So I'll start paying house rent. I'll start paying toilet bill. I'll start paying. So those people paying it, those who came Dav, all these countries that they have their own freedom and they are doing all this thing, doing everything that they can do. So are you telling me that they are greater than us? Just imagine. So Eritrea, they can have answer their name. It's like we have something like East Timor somehow. Then these things can happen on earth. Then your own is, Biafra come now. Are you in a faith? Are you in heaven now? Imagine an idiot that have no seaport. You have no airport. Not even talking about international. These ones, this local one here, are they airport? That is mortuary. Every airport here in our land are mortuary. Mortuary. Did you understand? You don't have good road. You don't have federal government presence. You don't have international presence here. Foreign presence. You don't have. The white people you can see are the all these Chinese that they gave engineering work to construct roads because they don't want to give our people. Why do they not give our people contract? Is because, not that they cannot do it, because the Chinese man, you cannot trace the Chinese man and ask him, how much did you, this road, the governor gave you for this road? No, because the governor will withdraw 2 billion and gave these people contract of 600 million. So he will eat 1.4 billion. So if he give it to somebody from the state, they knew that one day this person will leak the secret. So the governors, they will choose to bring somebody that even nobody can give contract in China. Nobody can give contract. They become engineer. Did you understand? So like untraceable. You cannot trace and ask them what happened. Those are the white people you can see here. Other people are those that will come with a helicopter in Calabar and some other places to take oil. But their headquarters of all these multinational oil companies are in Lagos, Kanu, and Abuja, mostly Lagos. So you are telling me you are now okay. When your goods come, it will land in Lagos. When you have seas here, he said, I got Biafra. Do you know that our people, they gave them jail, 40 years time jail, 50 years in abroad, somebody that have part 3. He said, do you know how many of us even some of them are chatting you from jail? No, you don't know. Had there not been ESN, will you see a backup to rice? Here. Will you see it? That's why Nnamdi is there. That's why they presented the election. They want to divert your mind. Instead of you to remember Nnamdi, immediately you are eating rice now, you remember Nnamdi. That's why they are trying to take over Enugu because Enugu is contributing about 70% in the foods in Biafra land. If not, if too small, at least 50%. So they want to take over Enugu because their target is for us to be dependent on them. To give us food, it will be on them. That's why they have tested ground by telling, we'll not bring food in their land. They tested ground, they knew we succeeded. Then they now went back and said, How do they manage to succeed? Where do they get the food? They said most of the food came from Enugu, right? They say, okay, let us start from Onsoka and Enugu West, where they get food most. So that's why they are busy there, killing us, because they want us to be hungry. They want to put us in fear. Let us not have food next year. That is their plan. But ESN is there. So our people must understand what we are doing. Our argument is very clear. Somebody cannot tell me to continue with Nigeria that the person knew that have expired. That's why IPOB asked for referendum. We have been asking for referendum and they held their 2015 election. We have been asking for referendum, they had their 2019 election. Now, those that say they want peace, as if IPOB is making trouble,